This is a demonstration video for instructors and employees of Greenville University using the new Daylight interface on D2L. This goes live Saturday, July 8th, 2017. I'm logged in as an instructor. I'm the Wizard of Oz right here, and I am looking at my homepage. So here's my home icon. The Greenville University logo is not a link to anything, it's just a logo. The waffle icon is a course selection tool, so it'll show me my pinned courses and anything I'm actively enrolled in. And I can unpin, and you'll see over here that they've reshuffled, and then I can repin it and it comes back in again. And then we have the other notification icons, my profile, where I can add a picture or update my profile information. And then this is called my admin menu. This nav bar is very similar to what you will see in all of your courses. This is the My Courses widget, and I'm going to go over what this little icon does in another video. But I would like to point out that this shows me that I have 48 items that I should probably pay attention to. That includes unread discussion posts, Dropbox submissions that have not been viewed, and quiz attempts that have not been graded. Textbook information is down here. Papyrus News, a help section, and these are all searchable links, and then the calendar icon at the bottom. I'm going to go into a course. So I click on the icon there, my course image, and now I'm in this course. So you can see my banner changed a little bit. Still have a home icon. The Greenville University logo is a little smaller because it made room for my course title, which is also a link to my course home. So when I click on that, this time it's just going to refresh it. But if I was in a tool and I wanted to get back home, that's my one click right there. I still have the waffle course select tool, these notifications. My profile now gives me the option to view as student, or this is where I can switch roles if I need to see as someone else. I can click on any of those. So if I view as student, it takes a second to load. Now I'm looking at it as a student, so I can make sure none of my things are open that I don't want to be open yet. When I'm done confirming that I designed it, I can just click the X, and I'm back to viewing it as the instructor. When I click on this, I have a shortcut to import, export, copy components, which is when you're setting up a course, a pretty frequently used link. I also have that under Edit Course here. So the course homepage is very similar to what you're used to. News is on top, and underneath is a content browser, and then My Tasks. This is the calendar space. If you have things with due dates scheduled or start and end dates, that will show up in your calendar. These are searchable help areas where you click on them and it'll take you to a new web page where you can find support. And this is the student help so that you can see what their help situation is as well. Course materials is where you'll find the content and all of the assignment areas where you can put things for students. So the top link is Course Home. Here's the content, and I'm going to click through to show you that everything looks really similar to what it did before. It just has a little bit cleaner look. The icons are maybe slightly adjusted to go with that daylight theme. Discussions, Dropbox, quizzes, calendar, okay, and then I don't need to show news, checklists, or surveys, but communication is where you're going to find your class list, and the email tool, your groups if you use groups when you are teaching, and then these other options that you may or may not use in your course. I'll show you the class list. It all looks the same. Progress is now where we have grades and attendance, and rubrics are here. And this is also where this class progress tool is. I don't know if you used that previously, but it's very helpful if you're trying to keep an eye on what your students are or are not getting done. So you can go through and see who's been achieving, who's been working, who's not done things yet in the different areas. And then if you want to look at someone specifically, you can click on that student. and see a whole progress summary, or click individually and see what they've done. Now, the students also have access to this, but only for their own activity. So Cowardly Lion can only see this information. He wouldn't be able to see what anyone else in the course is doing, of course. So that's progress. And then Brightspace is where we have links to the Brightspace help page, which is maintained by D2L and is a searchable site for you to go to when you're trying to figure out what's going on with your learning management system and the learning environment. Community registration, if you need to join groups. ePortfolio, and the LOR. GU Links is the same as it has been. It's external links, so when you click on it, it opens a new tab in a browser and takes you to some of the more important tools that we think it might be helpful to direct students to. And then Edit Course is where you'll find everything that you could need. So it has all of the things that are available in these menus and other things as well. So for example, competencies is in here if you want to look for those. Insights portal is there. Self-assessments is there. So all of these different tool options that you have through D2L are still available to you, even though they're not showing in these menus, because these are where the students live. And so they don't need to see things that aren't being used in the course. So the lists are a little more compact, but then you have the ability to use any of these things that you need. So I'm going to go back to my course homepage. And just to show you really quickly, and this is going to look a little crazy because I am selecting part of my screen, but I want to show you how the menu collapses when you get smaller. So I'm going to shrink it down. And there, Greenville University has disappeared, but I still have my title. And eventually, if I get small enough, that'll go away as well. And I've lost my little gear over here. And I've lost the nav bar, but it's all still right there. So I have the WAFO, I have home, I have my course title here, all of my links, and then that little gear that was over next to my profile is now here under admin tools, just like that. So if you're working on your phone or an iPad, it's a lot more responsive than it used to be. So that is the quick run through of D2L. I have two more features to show. One is the quiz tool has been updated, and that'll be its own video. And then the other thing I'm going to show you in a separate instructional video is what you can do with all this lovely imagery that's available to you in your courses. So stay tuned for those two videos.